Well, hi there, this is DBT, and alright, it's time for me to start playing this game, Marathon. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction as to why I'm playing this thing. This is an old game, I think it's somewhere from around 94, 95, something like that, so it's a very old game. And it's a bit of an awkward one in regards to the gameplay and the level design. However, I've always considered this to be one of my favorite games just because of the story alone. I mean, the gameplay, it's obviously entertaining enough for it to be a full game and all, along with all its quirks. But I really think that the story is where this game shines. And, you know, I haven't played this in a while, so I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to revisit it. And I know that at least one person will be interested in watching this on YouTube. So that's good enough of a reason for me to do this publicly as opposed to, you know, just play it all by myself. I played this before on stream all the way through, but I realized that I never did it quite like this on YouTube. So hey, more stuff to watch over here, so why the hell not? The music right now that you're listening is part of a remake of the music of the game, so it's not this high quality in game, but still I really like the music. Sometimes it gets really ambient like, sometimes it really gets upbeat. It's a really curious thing. So the entire thing of this game, it's really interesting, it's weird, so it's gonna be a wild ride. So buckle your belts and let's go at it. Alright, so right now what I'm using is the LF1 engine, which is an engine that provides some newer features, like for example, finally I can play with FOV that is not 90, widescreen support and things like that. I'm also running it with a high resolution texture for the walls, but the weapons and the monsters stay as normal. The sound quality is a bit iffy, but you know, it's an old game, so that's kind of to be expected. I do believe that there's like high resolution and better sounding, well, you know, sound files for this thing, but honestly I just wanted to play like this because this is pretty much how I remember the game. Now, right at the beginning of the game, you're just thrown in here without much information, you don't know what you're doing, but the game, like I said, the story is what really shines in this game, and all the story is provided to you through this type of terminals, which is all text-based. So I think that's why when I was a kid, I didn't quite understand the game, because, you know, I didn't speak English really. So trying to read what it said over here was an impossible task. But once I came back to the game with a better level of English and I could start making sense of the story, that's when it really captured me. I did a big dive into this game before I added the champion for QCDE, but at this point I'm talking of a different subject. So instead, let's just have a look at how the game presents you the information. And of course there's an airplane now, because why wouldn't it be there? It's kind of in the morning over here, so lots of airplanes.
Marathon Emergency System broadcast.
Today at 0820 hours, the Marathon came under surprise attack from unknown hostile forces. The Marathon has sustained serious damage. At 0830 hours, alien forces boarded the Marathon. The current situation is dire. All personnel are required to arm themselves and fight for their lives.
Incoming message from Leela.
Welcome to the Marathon. I am Leela, one of the two surviving artificial intelligences aboard the Marathon. I have been severely damaged and I'm working to understand the current situation. Find the teleport terminal located in the hangar's control room. By that time, I should have a better idea of what is going on.
End message.
This is where you are now. From here, you can explore the rest of the hangar area, although not all the doors on the level are functioning. There is a pattern buffer at this location. There is a jump pad at this location. Activate the terminal to leave the hangar area.
So that's how the game presents the information to you. Of course, I just did my best effort over there to provide a little bit of entertainment on just reading text. So yeah, actually the exits on this level is just finding certain terminals that are gonna teleport you out. And that's, I think, what was confusing back in the day when I used to play this game when I was a kid. Because of course I didn't quite understand that sometimes those terminals will be the exit, so I would end up reading a terminal without really understanding what's happening, and next thing I know I was exiting the other one's like, wait, what? That was the exit? Are you for real? So right at the beginning of the game, oh Jesus, if I could aim. You only have the pistol and your fists. Not amazing weapons, but the pistol at least is pretty accurate, so. And the monsters that you can see are not extremely aggressive, at least not in this difficulty. And that's why I wanted to play in normal difficulty, so that it's a more, you know, a standard type of experience, not the hardcore, because I'm not a hardcore player for this game. I just really enjoy what it presents, not so much the difficulty. Now remember I was saying that this is a wonky game. One of the things that it takes a while for you to get used to, it's the strange physics, the very low gravity in this game, but also the air control that you have. It's crazy. If you know what CPMA is, you might be kind of understanding what this is about, but this is to a crazy degree on how you can control. Like over here, you can see I'm on a ledge. And in fact, I am supposed to press this thing, this button over here, that is gonna open that place, and that will let me go through there, right? However, that's not even really necessary, because even if it's like, it's all the way down, and actually I will wait in order to do that. And by the way, this is a save station, what I just did, so it did save the game. I'm just waiting for this thing to come down. So, alright, at this point I don't fit there, right? But there's no worries. Just with the air control alone and the low gravity, I can just make that turn no problem at all. So yeah, the game is really weird with the physics. I suppose the super low gravity is meant, you know, to hint you towards you being in space. I mean, never mind the gigantic windows where you can see space itself. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. So like I said, it does take a while to get used to it. And actually you can see over there, there's an enemy. At this point, you don't know anything about anything, so I'm not gonna go into the lore of any of this. We will get to that point at some moment. Like I said, I think one of the most enjoyable parts of the experience of Marathon itself, it's learning about the story, understanding where it's taking you and what they're, you know, saying. So yeah, the again, super strange little claustrophobic levels and weird design, but you know, that's what there is. I think this is the exit. I'm not 100% sure, so let me just continue exploring. Let me just try to remember where it was. Because yeah, like I said, it's a strange game. No, maybe that wasn't the exit. Alright, maybe I have to go back over there. I'm not even sure at this point. Another annoyance on this engine in general with the game and even the source port that I'm using, it's that you can exit to the main menu to just like pause the game. You legit go back to the main menu and you're like, oh, that's it. I guess we're done. So you gotta make sure that you had a save game at least going on. Alright, so here's... Okay, I think this is the exit. I'm not exactly sure, so let me find the other terminal, because I do believe that I was supposed to read something over there. But yeah, like I was saying, the game is strange. It's an acquired taste. It's not something that I can recommend right out of the gate, like, oh, play this game and you're gonna have a lot of fun. I think the right mindset to come into this game is to understand that the game is weird. And it's gonna be doing weird things, and you kind of have to just put up with it. That's the best thing I can say about it.
Unauthorized access alarm. Security breach at 49. Spurious interrupt. Bridge disabled. Further access denied.
So yeah, like over there we were just telling you about the security breach that is happening on the Marathon. You are in the Marathon ship. You get to learn that, but it's not too important for me to spoil it at this moment. So the ship you are in, it's called the Marathon. And it's like, like Lila said earlier, it's being attacked by some unknown alien force. Oh shit, that was open. I just closed it. So yeah, I'm taking it slow. I'm not like speed running this. I don't want to speed run it. I want to, you know, explore the game a little bit while we're here. Might as well. Oh, I think this one is the exit then. So where was the buffer? I'm not exactly sure. Oh well. I actually didn't even finish exploring this, and I am afraid that this is the exit, but we'll see.
Incoming message from Leland.
All of the information that I have gathered so far indicates that the alien invasion of the Marathon has been relatively uncoordinated. I suspect that this is partially due to the Marathon's large size. However disorderly the alien invasion is, the assault to the computer net has been extremely effective. I detect security breaches in almost every computer system on board of the Marathon. I have learned that there is an alien creature that is capable of interfacing with our system. You must kill any of these creatures that you find. It is a priority that we stop them. Even now, they are penetrating my defenses. Teleport now.
End message. Jump at activation initiation start. Transport when ready.
So I just pressed escape to get out of this. This is what is going to teleport me out of the level. I just want to very quickly go check the other side because I do feel like there was something in here that I missed. In there, though I don't know how to get there. So you can see on the auto map that there's a little bit of quote-unquote room over room. There really isn't room over room on this engine. It's more like Portal trickery, but it's still pretty dope that they have this. This is even before the build engine times. So by the way, now that Leela has explained to us how there's some alien that can, you know, look into the computers and interface with the computer, that's actually the weird dude that I was shooting around here somewhere. That thing was interfacing with the computer. That's why you would be able to see what you saw. It was right there. There was the dude, and he was on the computer, and that's the one that had the breach message going on. So basically those oh, hello. How can I get up there? Is that timed? What is this? Oh yeah, it is. So those are the dudes or the aliens that are able to hack basically into the computer system. That's why they're like this electronic weird dudes. This dude, precisely. I love when you shoot them that static white noise effect. I really like that detail. Oh, hello. That's a bunch of ammo. I'll take it. Yes. So yeah, a lot of, like I said, it's not room over room, but it's definitely portal trickery. Oh shit, no, I don't want to fall here. So it's interesting and confusing at times. I don't think the maps were designed, you know, to make extreme use of the portals to be hyper confusing. But there's definitely some level of we're gonna fuck with your mind a little bit over here. Not too much. Not Duke Nukem levels, you know. I remember there's a level in Duke Nukem 3D where the portals really mess around, mess with your head a little bit. Hello. Oh, I found another terminal. Nice. I didn't remember there was a terminal there. By the way, if I mess up the voices every once in a while, it's bound to happen, you know.
Unauthorized access alarm security breached. Logic code reset.
Individual characters and personality are presented in stories, movies, brand personalities, etc. Although individual expression is a universal ability, individual freedom is constrained by the society. See attached figure.
Spurious interrupt. Further access denied. Bridge location undetermined.
I think I missed a little bit of text over there. Hold on. Because I did not read that part. Fire and aspect of the theory are as follow. Each of the society has a controlling force or forces which decide its direction, but the relationship in society are arbitrary. Humanity can relate to money, machine, neighbors, anything really. Alright, so apparently they're reading a little bit about society or something, I'm not sure. I guess you could say that we live in a society. Oh, hello. Yeah, I didn't remember all this area. Okay. Am I finding new places in here? Maybe. But at least I got a bunch of ammo from it. Ammo generally, I don't think ammo is a problem often in this game. Hello? Okay, here we go. But every time that you do find a big cache of ammo, that's pretty dope. Oh, here we go. This is the health stations. So a peculiarity in this game is the fact that there's no like health pickups, only this type of thing. So I have two bars, the red and the blue. One is like the blue is oxygen, the red is my health. Later in the game, you get additional type of extra health that kind of functions as armor. It's another bar that it's on top of the red one. So it's a bit weird, their health system. And if you played QCD, you know now why the unified vitality thing was an ability for Durandal in that game, just because indeed armor and health are kind of fused into one thing over here. It's weird. It's fun though. So that's basically the end of the first level. Again, I'm taking it really slow just because I want to basically soak you into the game. Soak, not suck, but you know, I think you get what I'm trying to say over here. And yeah, so there's 2 races of enemies. We will learn their names later, but this is one of the races with the 3 eyes, and then there's the other race, which are the more electronic type of dudes. So yeah.
Incoming message from Leland.
I am now in contact with a number of colonists planetside, but the reports of their situation below are conflicting and obviously exaggerated. The primary medium-range radio antenna has been disabled or destroyed, which makes communication extremely difficult. The only thing which seems clear is that the spaceport was obliterated by low-yield nuclear weapons minutes after the attack on the Marathon began. This I can verify through my own optical instruments. The invaders seem to be more interested in the Marathon than the colony, at least in the short term. The motives behind their unprovoked attack are still unknown, however. This is the computer terminal you are using now. I cannot teleport you out of this section from here, so you will have to leave from another terminal after you find the assault rifle. There is an M75 assault rifle grenade launcher and ammunition at this location. When firing on the fully automatic setting, this weapon is highly inaccurate, but the grenades hit hard and it's the best we can do right now. Ammunition may be scarce for a while, so be prepared to fall back to your pistol. Here is a terminal you must reach to leave this section. Alien infiltration of this area is high. Proceed with caution. You might find doors blocked or stairwells retracted on the way because of the AI controls of this function is damaged and behaving erratically.
End of message.
Yeah, so my reading skills aren't fantastic, so we're just gonna do the best that we can over here. All right, so with this we have learned that the attack on the Marathon seems to be the main thing, not so much the colony. It's like, yeah, fuck that colony. I just want the ship that you are in right now. So yeah. No, and I don't know. Well, for people that know QCDE, you may recognize this room. I used it on the trailer precisely for Marathon, the Durandal Champion. So much fun. I remember in that video I added a bunch of Easter eggs, reference to the original game. There's some good stuff over there. Oh, hello. I still feel like maybe I should increase the FOB a bit further. That will have to wait until the next video because, like I said, this is a very... Oh, here's the weapon that she was talking about. This is a very awkward game. So, again, I cannot just like change settings freely. I have to make sure that the settings are proper by the time I'm starting the game, because otherwise I need to exit to the main menu, and guess what? You lose all the progress you have made unless you have saved recently, and that's actually a good thing to remember. For me to be saving, for me to be ending videos of this, I really need to find a save terminal, because otherwise a lot of progress gets lost. All right, so now that this is a slightly higher floor, see how the air control is completely insane. It really is as if you were on the ground, at least for the forward movements. So like I said, the levels at first are kind of weird, I would say, confusing even. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of the texture used in this game. I think that it's a lot of almost patchwork, you know, like, we're just gonna put this texture, just tile it everywhere and call it a day. Oh, there it is, that's what it does. In some senses like that, the game is good at telling you, okay, so this has changed now, this is where you go. But there's moments indeed where the game is pretty much a bunch of guesswork. But again, it's part of the fun, I suppose. That's what happens when you have played really awkward games. You become a victim to their odd ways of giving you information and all. Alright, there's a save station. We might, I don't know how long these videos are gonna be, but I'm gonna limit them again to like 25 minutes, half hour tops. But it really, again, just depends on if I find save terminals. That's gonna be the main situation here. All right. Oh, what is that? Is that a switch? I'm not sure that was a switch. Okay. Oh, hello. That's so much more enemies than I thought there were. And a good friend of mine, back when I used to play this game long time ago, like I said, when I was way younger, he used to say that the enemies looked so weird, and they even sounded like sheets of paper falling, because he was like, this game looks so flat, it looks weird. And he's not wrong, really. Alright, so I'm really curious about that. I feel like that's a switch, but it doesn't seem to be like something you can trigger by shooting, so we'll figure it out. That's a door that doesn't seem to work. And I love the reference to the doors not working, because later on that's gonna make more sense. Yeah. Oh, there's one of these, what are we gonna call it for the meantime? The electronic dudes, Mr. Hacker. Hacker, no, not Hacker Man, Hacker Agent, there you go. Okay, so... It definitely gives you the impression that this is indeed some weird construction. I don't see any utility on any of the structures in this game. And you can see the sprites kind of disappearing when they're out of your view. But, you know, again, quirks of the game itself. And actually, even the sound is very strange in this game because the panning is weird. A sound will be playing on your right ear if the sound started there. But it doesn't matter if you turn around and look at the sound or make it so that it should be playing the rest of the sound on the other channel. It started on the right channel. It will oh shit! It will continue to play on the right channel. It's really oh shit! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Ah fuck! I got ambushed! I got ambushed! Ah! I'm okay. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Fuck you all, dudes! Jesus! Take a chill pill! Take a chill pill! Holy guacamole! I didn't remember. I didn't remember that place being so trappy, but okay.
Unauthorized access alarm. Security breached.
Marathon Internal Engineering Document, Section 1C, Appendix H. Subject Doors by Stasia Orestes, Dominic I. Placker, and Ursa Simbasi. There are 5 basic door designs to be used on the Marathon. Outer bulkhead doors, airlock doors, inner bulkhead doors, tertiary or inner sealed non-vacuum safe door, quaternary or inter-power automatic opening doors. Direct control of all these doors except tertiary and quaternary doors will be given to Durandal, with an indirect control of all of the doors going to Durandal. The difference between direct and indirect control primarily has to do with the manner of opening the door. Durandal will only open a directly controlled door when he is specifically asked to do so. Indirectly controlled doors are automatically controlled by Durandal to open when needed. However, due to the expense involved with adding thermal and visual spectrum sensors to the tertiary and quaternary control groups, these doors will be minimally used. The expected saving of not using this extra sensory input is estimated to be 57% of the base cost of the basic inner bulkhead door. The type of doors all are basically the same, with some slight variation. The dooring classes 1 and 3 are the same doors classified separately to distinguish between the level of safety checking required to ensure acceptable leakage. The airlock doors are specifically modified to work with manual and remote activation switches. Airlocks are to be marked with a specific airlock symbol and to be outfitted with an air recharge system. The tertiary and quaternary doors are designed exactly as the bulkhead doors, but are checked coarsely for air leakage. This article, as well as articles 530F and 532G on windows and elevators respectively, will be placed for public access in the Marathon Internal Engineering Documents, Section 1C, Appendix H.
Spears interrupt. Bridge disabled. Further access denied.
So that's when you start getting a little bit of information. Oh, hold on. Security breach, a terminal, this, right? So that's where you are right now. Yep. So it starts hinting a little bit to why was this alien reading so much about the doors hacking this terminal? So like I said, that's a little bit of the storytelling on this game, on observation and what they're trying to communicate to you with regards to what the aliens are doing. So this area was heavily guarded apparently, and yeah, another interesting thing, and like I said, this is gonna make sense later in the game, is the fact that Durandal has control of some automated control for some doors, and others are doors on demand that still Durando controls, but that's the main thing about it.
Incoming message from Leland.
The Marathon's automated defenses were disabled during the initial attack by a directed magnetic pulse. The aliens used the same weapon to disable the Marathon's other two AIs, Durando and Tycho, and to severely damage myself. Durando was responsible for controlling the ship's autonomous functions: doors, life support, kitchen, every processor, stairs, and so on. Because he is a non-functional, I am working to assume as many of the tasks as possible. Tycho controls the science and engineering network. Now that you are better armed, our first priority is to reactivate the Marathon defenses under my control, so that we may offer some assistance to the alien. I have built 3 replacement circuit boards for the defense system, but cannot move them from the manufacturing center without assistance. I will now transfer you to retrieve the replacement parts, and I will give you further instructions when you arrive.
End of message. Jump at activation. Initiation start. Transport when ready.
So again, I'm just quitting out of this just to explore a little bit further on the level, although I'm not sure that there's much more to explore, but there was a health buffer somewhere, right? I think it was at the beginning of the level, because you can see my health is really critically low, so I'd better get some health back. Where was it? So you see how the auto map kind of, you know, yeah, it was at the very beginning of the level. Holy shit. All right, fine. Oh, hey, easy bound. Jesus. Legit. And this is something that I was trying to explain on my QCD playthrough of Ancient Aliens with the Marathon monsters. How, and I think I figured it now. Oh shit, is there no way back? Oh my god, I can't go back. Let me out. I think there's no way back. That's unfortunate, because I do need some health. Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the next level and just hope for the best. Really, there's no way back? Holy crap. That's not ideal. Oh, hold on. Maybe from here? Anything? That's a something over there. That's not I thought that was a texture, but I just realized that that's an actual entity in the world. So what am I missing? Am I supposed to do something around here? Or what? Oh, and this game is tricky. In one of the next levels, the game is like, well, wouldn't you like to make progress? You're gonna have to find a secret wall that it's actually the way to progress in the game, in the map, because yeah, we're just gonna fuck with you. All right, yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to just brave it out and hope that there's a saving terminal and also a health terminal or buffer or whatever the hell that's called. Yep, all right, so let's exit then. So in this one that says that, oh yes, oh look at, would you look at that? That's a saving and that's information. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, whatever it was. I think this is a good moment to stop the video. So we will get to learn a bit more of what's happening with the Marathon in the next episode of DBT Plays Marathon really slowly, but tries to read every single log because yes, and reasons. All right, I hope you are enjoying this. Let me know in the comments, leave a like and all of that good stuff. Again, thanks guys for leaving the comments and all of that. I appreciate it. I didn't ask you to leave one, but why don't you tell me what you think about this so far, or what you think of the game, whatever. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next episode. Until then, take care everybody and stay safe. Bye bye.